Hi, do you or someone you know how to read? Well, you should read my book, The Wit in the Rings, by author A.J. Scott. That's me. It follows the story of a young girl who discovers through ritual that magic is suddenly made real again. So what does she do with this newfound wonderment? Well, before long there becomes a threat from the west. And somehow our heroine, lady hero, Saunter, discovers that she herself has become lost. Can she make it back home in time to save her people? What does it mean that the magic has come back? Everybody magic? What is this threat from the west? You'll be lucky to find out. Read The Wit in the Rings by A.J. Scott. Available on Kindle and paperback through Amazon. Link in the description. Some time ago, but not so long ago that it's not still immediately important, my mother, the birth giver of my life, decided she was tired of working for the man. She told him to take that job and calmly retire from it, which lasted for, I think, maybe 6 months before she decided she needed to get back into the workforce. She went and worked for a company called Benz. Benz is a consignment selling stall booth semi-antique store that was founded by one of the people from Haverty's fame. I don't know. She told me the history of it, and I didn't fully understand. But in working there, she got into like people that sell random stuff, either on the internet or in one of these bin stores. And she started collecting all kinds of random stuff. And she knows that I like random stuff. And so she found me a bunch of knockoff action figures. Hi, my name is AJ, and we're doing another cheap toy review. Are you ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Okay, so first of all, they're all in plastic bags, so if you hear a bunch of crinkling or anything, that's because there's a bunch of crinkling or anything. But these are all, they're not, I'm guessing they're not licensed. They're all terribly cheap, and we'll get a closer look at all of these guys as we go along, but I'm just going to show you some of the ones that we got because it's a totally random assortment. We're going to start with one that really is a completely different mold. I don't know where they came from. I don't know how she got them, but they were just in plastic bags when she gave them to me. First, we're going to start with the Incredible Hulk. Huh? Look at that. Look how green he is. He's a weird shade of green. The front of his ripped shorts are painted, but the rest of his pants are not painted. The eyes are completely absurd and crazy. The painting is terrible. The mold work's actually not half bad. And he's got some weird reflector thing in his chest. Oh, it's like a light. I don't know what that does. It doesn't seem to make a pattern or anything. Yeah, it's just a light. He just has a light in his chest. That's not weird at all. So that's Dr. David Bruce Banner, wandering from town to town trying to do the best he can as the Hulk. Oh, we got some accessories. Here, let's do this one. So this one's kind of cool. This is probably one of the coolest looking ones. This is, I forget what he's called. That's some kind of top secret ex-Wolverine. His head does not turn. But this is a Wolverine. His claws were not painted. They're perpetually out. You can see he's got this gunmetal gray, silvery kind of paint job. He also, this must be some toy line because he also has the place in his chest. I guess his batteries are dead because I'm pushing the button in the back and his chest doesn't light up. They're all little pseudo Iron Mens or something. Yeah, like his chest almost looks clear. His Caucasian, big, muscly, burly arms are a weird shade of pink that don't match his face. But he's got that Wolverine boot look. Like, there's details with this. It's not the cheapest toy that I ever saw, but it's close to one of the cheapest toys that I've ever seen. Alright, Logan, stay there. Now we're going to get into some of these that have accessories, because that's always fun. So we went Marvel. I have one DC character. We're going to save him for dessert because he's the funnest. So right here we've got a, let's see here. We've got a Captain America. Come here, Cap. There he is, Steve Rogers. Look at his weird posture. Look at that weird. Do you think this was because he was born and went to school before they were doing scoliosis tests or something? He's got the button in the back too. This must have been a series of toys. Oh, his chest thing works. Look at that. I don't know what the point of that is. But he can light your way in the dark. Yeah, he's got a weird set of traps on him. He's got an accessory belt that doesn't look like it really clips on. Like, I don't even know how they got that guy on him. The red in his uniform is either faded or it was never done properly. He has pockets on his forearms. He has pockets on his boots. And he doesn't have the wings on the tops of his mask, but you can clearly see the outline of his ears. The shield's not half bad. There's the shield. It's got a clip on the back that does not make any kind of sense for how he would hold it. Maybe it goes on his... Oh, okay. So it goes on his wrist, okay. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad, right? The plastic feels, and these all feel about the same. It feels like that really soft, super cheap kind of plastic. Like it doesn't have a... Like you can tell if it got stuck behind the radiator, this is stinking up your house. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go to the last of the Marvel characters. We've got a Thor here. Now this Thor looks like a movie Thor, right? He's got a nylon, this feels like somebody just cut out a piece of shower curtain to make a cape for Thor, which he really only gets real capey in the first Avengers movie, which is kind of what he looks like, but he's... Oh, you gotta get a look at it. None of their heads want to turn. Like, I feel like I'm gonna break his neck trying to turn his head. But yeah, look at that. Look at that handsome fella right there. Look at him. Chris Hemsworth, eat your glowing chest. Look, he's got the glowy chest. It's not very good one. Oh, you can see it in his back in this one because that's how thin the plastic is. Yeah, I guess they just put the cape over the top of his head because it is not buttoned or anything like that. This looks very much like MCU. The legs are almost falling apart. I don't know if he'll be able to stand on his own. And he's got one fist closed so that he can, because he comes with his hammer. Now if you look, his hammer is, it's got an issue. Here, look at that. See that? It's got an issue. We could probably clean that up, but we're not gonna because it's funnier this way. But he holds it pretty good. It's not painted at all. Again, we could fix that, but we're not going to. It's just black plastic, and it looks like it tastes terrible. Alright, last but not least is the Dark Knight. Yeah, all those were Marvel, and then suddenly they're just like, hey, let's throw a Batman in there, right? You gotta have a Batman. So here's the Batman, right? Weird design with this yellow. The belt is not real. He's got the backlight. Let's see if he... Nope, no, his light must be dead too, like the other one. He's got the same shower liner feeling cape. Yeah, the knees are kind of warbly. Not terrible detail, but oh, I can actually turn his head. Oh, the head kind of pivots. Maybe that's why they're so tight. But you got to look at his face. Get a look at that bat face right there. He's just aghast at the entire situation. So, thanks, Mom. These are super great. If you ever come across any cheap toys, get them for your 40-year-old millennial son, because they're going through some stuff right now, and they could honestly use the reassurance and reminder of their childhood. At any rate, you know, I hope you've enjoyed this exploration on these mystery toys. And whatever toxic asbestos-based plastic that these are made out of. And we'll see you on the next toy review. Bye.